Alright, what's crack-a-lackin', yo? Alright, today we're going to be doing some arts and crafts on the E36. I got some flat black paint. I wasn't originally going to do like the fancy 2K clear coat, but we're doing the shoot on this Friday, and you can't even expedite spray paint because it has to be shipped ground, so that's not really an option. I could have maybe found it somewhere local. There's a paint shop in Mesa. It's like far drive. I figure flat black will look cool. I'm also leaving the spoiler not painted, and that's kind of flat black, so I feel like it shouldn't look that bad. Also, so we're painting these the fanadors, and this trim that goes along here, which I cannot wait to get on because obviously this looks fucking stupid as hell. It looks like I like fucked up the wrap, but it won't look fucked up when I put the trim on, but it just looks fucked up right now, which is annoying. But that was originally flat back anyway, so the only thing that really shouldn't be that is gonna be is the mirrors, but flat black will look 20 times better than fucking white. So yeah, we're gonna get everything sanded up. I just have some 600 and 800 grit laying around, so hopefully that'll be fine, and we can shoot some paint. Got the super duper fancy Walmart 2X whatever the fuck it is, flat black. Hopefully it works fine. It's a little bit windy out, which is less than ideal for painting, but very ideal for my brain. It's actually nice out for once, which is insane. You don't just walk out and just melt and just puddles of sweat just pouring from your forehead. So yeah, let's get sanding. So this is how it would look if we just put it on right now, which is obviously kind of shit. It's like rusted. This might be a little bit hard to prep because it's actually, I don't think it's paint. It's like just a rubber or like some sort of covering. It's not like actual paint, so we might have to like kind of cut it and then just prep the metal. I'm not sure. Alright, so I basically started with some 600 grit I had laying around, but it's kind of tough to get those rubber spots down, so I used some like 80 grit. That did a pretty good job, and then I just used a knife on the backside to take off any remaining of the rubber vinyl stuff. So everything's sprayed on pretty easy. I feel like the matte's a lot easier because you don't have to worry about getting like a perfect shine. It was kind of a pain in the butt because it was super windy. This is before and after. Gotta take a little break to cool off and let the camera cool down and eat some food real quick, get some protein in, but definitely doesn't look perfect, but looks black. I can't tell if it's just like the sheen, but it looks kind of like whitish here. Certain spots are kind of whitish, but overall I think it'll look just fine. Alright, we got both sides finished. Came out pretty good. Obviously it's not perfect, but I'm more than happy with it. To be honest, I thought the matte bat plank would turn out way shittier because spray paint always just looks horrible, but the matte looks pretty good. I think it's just when you're trying to use gloss, because it just won't actually come out gloss. It'll just be like half matte, half gloss, just a mess. But the matte honestly looks fucking hella good. I mean, even up close it looks pretty decent, but I mean, most of the time that's not something you're going to be looking at. It'll just kind of be in the background. So I think it looks super good. Probably gonna let it dry until at least tomorrow to try and put it on, because I think you kind of have to like really push it on there. So definitely want to wait for that, because I literally put my thumb on one of them and I think there's a little bit of a thumbprint now, so it's definitely still very soft. So I'm about to go work. We might do the mirrors tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to get home by the time it's still bright out. That might be a pain in the ass if it's not, but we'll see. Alright, what's up y'all? It's like 7 o'clock, just got back home, just ate some food. Probably got like 2 hours to mess around with stuff. I really want to put this window trim on, which might not be a good idea. I might just like dig my thumb into like a inconspicuous spot just to see how soft it is still. It says to wait 24 hours, most people online, but that's not as fun for me right now. So we're gonna see how that is. And then it's already dark out, so probably gonna wait for tomorrow for painting the mirrors, but I might go ahead and start wrapping the front bumper. So basically I think I'm gonna end up doing it in 2 sections pretty much, just because it'll be easier for me. So basically you can see this line here. Basically I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this top section and then just use the knifeless tape right here, and I'll do like a little seam, and then basically I'll do the whole bottom section, and it won't really be that noticeable one because of this line, so you can basically put it right in there pretty much. And then this is all trim, so it's pretty much two different sections anyways. And then I'll probably end up wrapping these first as well, just so I don't have to do that as part of it. I can just kind of wrap everything else. But yeah, definitely nervous about that, but I'm just gonna dive into it. I think I've been nervous about every single part of vinyl wrapping this car, so we just gotta, ain't no way to do it but to do it, you know what I'm saying? So let's see how soft this paint is. Alright, we finally got it on there. Literally makes the car look way freaking nicer. It literally looked like the wrap wasn't finished before, because you could just see like the edges and it just looked like shit. Definitely looks freaking way better now. I can't believe how well the spray paint took up. I literally broke the ruler hitting the fucking thing, and I bent it some. That paint is something else, bro. Shout out to fucking Krylon or Spray Max, whatever the hell, whoever the hell makes that Walmart spray paint. But yeah, so like I was just struggling at first. I couldn't get the front to go, so I started with the back. I got the back on. It wasn't. Wait, I might end up voiceovering this. I'll say it anyways, in case I don't voice over it. I was trying to get the. Oh, I could just use this part as the voiceover. This, and then this super meta. This part's just in the voiceover, and then just slow mo the. Okay, I'm going into the meta too far. But yeah, so put the back part on. It wasn't far enough back, because then the front part was like too long, so had to like smush it back. Just use the hammer. I'm using like a microfiber cloth on a ruler, so it's like doubly soft. I can't believe the paint, like there's like one part I messed up, but considering it was like painted over like the worn out rubber and just sanded down metal, no primer, that shit is tough as hell. And then I couldn't get the middle part on. I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized I literally couldn't get it on right where the door started, and it's because of the door seal. So I just pulled it off, because obviously, I mean, we don't really fucking need it because we don't even have a window, so it's not like that's stopping any moisture from getting inside the car. But I might put it back on just because now you can see a bunch of white on like the B pillar, which is kind of fucking ugly. But it probably does weigh like a good 10 pounds, so that's probably, or at least like 7.5 pounds, so that's probably like 15 pounds if I take both of them out, so a little bit of weight reduction. But yeah, it's on there. It looks way freaking better than before. Now I have to do the freaking other side. I might take a quick little break, because it'll be way easier this time because I know what I'm doing. But and I was freaking wrestling that thing, boy. You're putting up a fight, bro. But I got him in the fucking chokehold, and she's on there. So yeah, looks freaking good. I've been waiting to do that for so long. I'm so glad. Like, it makes the whole rear half of the car look way better. Like before, it looked like the quarter panel was just like shittily wrapped. Now it looks like fucking cohesive. It looks really freaking good. Alrighty, so this side ended up being a lot easier than I thought, but not for the reason that I thought. So I was getting a little angry, I was getting a little frustrated, and I gave the rear end where you can pivot the window, I gave it a little jolt and broke the plastic thing that holds it on. And so I was like, well, that's fine, it just gives me more room to wiggle around. But then I was holding the window and the whole thing just fell into my arms. So now the window is over there. So the good thing is it made it really easy to put the trim on, because it's just like this one section. It's like this part needs to go with the window closed, and this part needs to go with the window open, and it's just a fucking piece of shit, but went on way better. This fender also fits way better, so this the front part actually went on. The other side I kind of fucking just squeeze it in between the fender. But yeah, luckily I don't think it'll be that hard to fix. I'm pretty sure this is just like window sealant, and then it just kind of flexes on this plate. So I probably just need more window sealant, and then I can probably just JB weld this plastic back together. But it's not one thing, it's another, but it's on there. I mean, it doesn't really look any nicer on this side because there's no fucking window. It just looks fucking absolutely stupid, but I mean, it honestly kind of looks cool. Like if you were to just take a little photo, kind of dope. But yeah, it's on there. So I guess tomorrow I'll grab some window sealant and try and put that shit back together. But it's one thing on my checklist, another thing on my checklist. But hopefully that's not too hard. But might be the end of this video, I guess. So catch you guys next time. Next video will probably be the mirrors. Just trying to knock all this stuff out. The shoot on Friday. We basically just have tomorrow and Friday. I probably don't want to be doing shit on Friday, so I pretty much just got tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, later.